There's no doubt about it, heading into year three, expectations are high for Josh Jacobs to take that next step. After a lackluster second year where he averaged less than 4 yards per carry, things aren't getting any better for him with over half of his offensive line leaving or being traded out of town and having basically a brand new starting five heading into year three. Today, I want to dive into Josh Jacobs' film and really analyze what he does well, what he can do, and what his ceiling is for the Las Vegas Raiders. So, without further ado, let's jump into the film. Taking a look at this first play, I really want to highlight Josh Jacobs' ability to turn negative yardage plays into positive yardages and really make something out of broken plays. So looking pre-snap here, we're going to see the Las Vegas Raiders, they're running a little bit of an outside zone toss here to the right. At the snap of the ball, I really want to focus on the right tackle, number 70, and the front side tight end, number 87 here. As I freeze the frame, we see the tight end here takes an awful angle, completely whiffing on a second level defender. And we also see the right tackle, he falls over, and this means there are two unblocked defenders basically busting and breaking this play. Most running backs will be getting tackled for a loss here, but as I let the play roll here, we're going to see Josh Jacobs show the incredible contact balance and that physicality of defenders bounce off of him left and right, picking up what should have been a negative yardage play, turning it into a positive yardage play. Once again, I'll let it roll from the top, but this is just incredible contact balance that even when a play is blown up in Josh Jacobs' face and you have him wrapped up in the backfield, you may bounce right off of him and he may still pick up 3-4 yards to keep the offense moving. So there's no doubt about it, Josh Jacobs has a really good contact balance. He's a physical runner. But now I want to flip gears and look at Josh Jacobs' vision and how he's able to create running lanes for himself. So looking at this next play here, we see the Raiders are running an outside zone once again, and at the snap of the ball, I really want to focus on Josh Jacobs' pathing and how it manipulates the defense. Now as we freeze the frame, we see the frontside tackle do a really good job getting horizontal stretch, driving this frontside defensive end out. Now taking a look at the interior defensive line here, we see the defensive tackle getting reached extremely easily here, which is allowing this massive lane to crease. But this is all because of Josh Jacobs' pathing. We see him pressing vertical to the frontside A-gap, which makes this 3-tech try to work back inside to take away that A-gap. But because he's working back inside, it just makes the offensive line's job super easy here, allowing him to get easily reached, creasing this massive lane on the first level. This vertical press also is going to manipulate the second level linebacker here, forcing him to hesitate just for a split second, which we're going to see allows the offensive lineman to get enough time to get his hands on him and drive him out of the way, finishing out and creasing this massive rushing lane for Josh Jacobs. Once again, I'll have to play a roll from full speed here, but just look at this vertical press, how he's going to press his frontside A-gap and how it manipulates all of these defenders, creasing this massive lane for himself to be able to get out onto the second level and fall forward for extra yardage. This is just really high-level vision from Josh Jacobs that he doesn't get enough credit for being able to create these massive lanes for himself. Keeping on with the same topic of Josh Jacobs' vision, once again for this next play, I really want to focus on how Josh Jacobs is able to see the entire field and understand the alignment of the defense here. So pre-snap here, we're going to see one of Jon Gruden's bread and butter plays, the one-back power, which right now, pre-snap, the Raiders are at a huge disadvantage being one man short for blockers to defenders. And at the snap of the ball, we're going to see this really affect the Raiders' offense here. As I freeze the frame, we see that extra unblocked defender is doing a great job scraping over the top and plugging up this running lane to the front side. With the front side taken away, Josh Jacobs doesn't panic and just try to force yardage out of nothing here. He's going to hesitate. He's going to put his foot in the ground, look at the entire picture here, and this is where we're going to see on the backside here, the backside defender is leaving his responsibility here of being the contained player and gets sucked down inside, trying to scrape over the top. And because he loses contained just for a split second, it allows Josh Jacobs to plant his foot on the ground and bounce all into the backside, picking up a huge chunk yardage play here for the Raiders offense. Once again, this is a really high-level vision from Josh Jacobs, being able to see everybody in the box and not just focusing on one in particular defender. And once again, being able to create negative yardage plays into positive yardage plays just from his vision. Now, jumping on to this next play here, I want to kind of flip the gears off of the Josh Jacobs spotlight and kind of look at the scheme that he's playing in and really analyze Jon Gruden's bread and butter play here, the one-back power. We see it's very simple. We're going to have down blocks on the front side, and we're going to have a kick out by the guard here coming from the backside. As I let the play roll here, you're going to see why Jon Gruden loves this one-back power play so much. I'll freeze the frame, and we're going to see that when the numbers are even to blockers to defenders, there's no +1 defender here scraping over the top and coming free into the front side gap. We see here to the left of the screen, we got a great block by the tight end. We got a great kick-out block. We have the front side tackle doing a great job working to the second level, taking away that backer. We see the guard getting a big pancake on the down 3 tech, and it creates this massive lane for Josh Jacobs to burst through, getting him into the second level, being able to truck and show that physicality off on those safeties. Once again, I'll have to play a roll from the top, but these are massive running lanes that when the defenders to blockers are evened out in the box, usually the Raiders are busting those for big rushing plays, especially when you're getting a physical runner like Josh Jacobs on the safeties. Now jumping to this next play, once again, I want to keep on the same topic of the schematics of the Jon Gruden rushing attack here. And instead of looking at that one back power we see Jon Gruden love so much, we're going to look at the different variation, which is the 2 back power, bringing that full back in, creating a much more heavier set. Except this time around, when I let the play roll here, we're going to see the offensive line not do as great of a job. We're going to see the front side 3 tech do a really good job fighting, getting back over the top of the double team. This allows this double team not to get to the second level, allowing the front side linebacker to scrape over the top and plug up this running lane. On top of that, we're going to see the fullback get blown up in the gap here, and this just creates a cluttered mess for Josh Jacobs. So he's not going to get too pretty here. He's just going to lower his shoulders, show that physicality, and push the pile and fall forward. I'll have to play roll from the top one more time, but this Jon Gruden scheme isn't bad. It's just poorly executed by the offensive line. But Josh Jacobs is able to outshine and be able to create positive yardage even when the play's blown up. Overall, Josh Jacobs has all the traits to be an elite running back in the NFL and be in conversation to be a top 5 back. He has elite contact balance, always falling forward, having defenders bounce off him left and right. On top of that, he has great vision to manipulate the second level defenders and the first level defenders to create massive rushing lanes for himself. All this boils down to is an elite running back. But why isn't Josh Jacobs putting up the numbers of the likes of Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, the elite running backs in the league? And I personally believe it is because of the Jon Gruden scheme and the rushing attack that the Raiders are implementing in Las Vegas. We've already seen multiple examples of it from the film breakdown today. We've seen, for an example, in that Dolphins game, the defense schematically out-scheming the rushing attack by adding more defenders than blockers in the box. On top of that, we've seen from the 2-back power play, just personnel-wise, they're struggling to be able to execute the scheme efficiently, whether it be the tackle not securing the double team to get to the second level, whether it be the fullback getting blown up in the gap, whatever it might be, the execution of this rushing attack from the Jon Gruden offense is struggling. They need help on the offensive line, and in my opinion, trading away and letting go 3 of the 5 starting offensive linemen from last season is not making this offense take a step in the right direction. It's just going to continue hindering the development and capping the ceiling of Josh Jacobs. And on top of that, instead of investing more money into the offensive line, they instead gave money to Kenyon Drake, another backup running back. Doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion, but those are my thoughts on the Las Vegas Raiders rushing attack. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Is Josh Jacobs elite? Is Jon Gruden's rushing attack really getting the job done? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I love hearing from you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.